The next generation of cellular technology for the next generation of smartphones is imminent, and with it, there's concerns that some talking about the health risks of this new and more powerful technology. So is that theoretically and logically true and fill up your brains with radiations and turn you into a zombie? Do watch the full video to know exactly what 5G is heading up with. Being said, hey, this is Veer and you're watching TechSide. 5G has created a hype within few years by its speed being about 20 Gbps, which is 20 times that of 4G. But this is the year that carriers begin to process and roll out the new wireless standards. 5G stands for 5th generation wireless technology. The 5th generation aims to increase the speed of the data movement, be more responsive, and allow for greater connectivity for devices simultaneously. This means that 5G will allow for nearly instantaneous downloading of the data with current network, which would take hours to complete it. For example, improvements in the field of artificial intelligence, self-driving cars, massive expansion in IoT devices in home industry automations, and acceleration of new technological advancements used in everyday activities by a much wider range of peoples. On the contrary part, people do question on it as well, that whether it can cause environmental issues, is it safe to use 5G, and even some questions like, why can't I reheat my old pizza? All these questions have a direct or an indirect meaning. Yes, those questions were not a joke. The majority of the commercial 5G networks are relying on spectrum within 3.3 to 3.8 GHz range. The other bands which may be assigned to or reformed by operators for 5G includes 1800 MHz, 2.3 GHz and 2.6 GHz as well. In long term, more spectrum is needed to maintain 5G quality of service and growing demand in bands between 3 to 24 GHz, to be ideally speaking 29 GHz. So what is the problem in use of these high frequencies? It is the generation of heat and the radiation hazards people fear about. So let me give you 3 examples of frequencies. One being 2.5 MHz, which is used by microwave ovens. 3 GHz, which is obviously as said, is used in 5G technology. And the high frequency about 780 THz. So which one do you think is harmful and generate more heat to cook your leftover pizza? You might be thinking higher the frequency, more harmful the radiation. But in fact, the mentioned 780 THz come under the visible light spectrum, which is nothing but the frequency of violet color. So basically we humans, animals and literally everything is covered with the higher frequencies. Considering the microwave ovens, the frequency used is approximately 2.4 MHz. The wavelength of the microwave oven radiation is about 12 cm and the quantum energy of a microwave photon. Whereas in 5G, in its developing stage, it is expected to consist of at least 5 new technologies that allow to open a platform to more complicated tasks and faster speeds, and may reach up to the frequency of 29 GHz as well as the 5G proceeds. The 5G spectrum considered as a millimeter wave, the new technology 5G will use small cells, massive MIMO, which is nothing but multiple input, multiple output, beamforming, and full duplex. In fact, the millimeter waves come in between microwaves and infrared waves, which is literally been in ages in TV remotes, security IR cameras and many more. And also, for the frequency to be harmful, it has to be ionized, in which the photons with energies greater than or equal to 13.6 electron volt is ionized using a monochromatic hydrogen atom, which corresponds to approximately 3300 terahertz of frequencies. Comparing to 5G standards nowadays, which is around 3.3 to 3.8 GHz, is negligible, which is unless you stuff your head in between two transceiver antennas. So, considering the fact 5G won't cause more damage than other aspects of environmental pollutions, considering the benefits what 5G is heading up with. So that's it for this video. If you want to know exactly how 5G works commercially and know about its process, do subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you will be updated on the videos I upload. If you have a urge to find answers, this is the place you need to be. Being said, this is Veer signing off. Bye bye.